Without freedom, nothing is truly good. This isn't merely a rallying cry for the ballot box or a slogan for the streets. It's a profound, soul-stirring truth that penetrates every layer of human existence, challenging us to examine not just our societies, but the very core of our being. Freedom isn't confined to flags or frontiers. It's the lifeblood of the spirit, the sacred spark that ignites choice, ignites purpose, ignites the boundless potential within each of us to become who we were divinely destined to be, a radiant force of inspiration, creativity, and unyielding strength. Picture this. You could amass fortunes that rival ancient kings, yet without freedom, those riches become gilded chains, trapping you in a prison of possession rather than a palace of possibility. You might surround yourself with comforts that cushion every step, but without the liberty to choose your path, that softness turns to suffocating numbness, dulling the vibrant hues of life's grand adventure. Even peace, that elusive dream we all chase, morphs into mere submission without freedom, a hollow truce where your spirit slumbers, unawakened and unfulfilled. Freedom is the fertile soil from which every virtue sprouts and flourishes, the bedrock upon which courage stands tall, wisdom flows deep, love blooms eternally, and justice reigns supreme. Without it, love devolves into obligation, a forced facsimile devoid of passion's fire. Justice becomes a facade, empty and echoing without the liberty to uphold truth. Courage, it withers unspoken, for how can one be brave without the freedom to act? The ancient Greeks, those titans of thought who birthed democracy and philosophy, knew this intimately. They fought not just for land, but for the liberation of the human soul, understanding that freedom is the essence of a life worth living, a catalyst that inspires us to transcend the ordinary and embrace the extraordinary. Freedom infuses existence with vivid color, transforming mundane moments into masterpieces of meaning. It empowers your actions with purpose, your decisions with depth, your voice with volume that resonates across horizons. Freedom isn't a frivolous luxury. It's an absolute necessity, the oxygen that sustains the flame of your inner fire. Without it, you don't fully live. You merely exist, a shadow of the vibrant visionary self you were meant to become. But here's the ultra-inspirational revelation that will ignite your spirit. Freedom isn't a passive gift, handed down by decree. It's an active conquest, earned through bold claiming, vigilant protection, and daily devotion. It begins not in distant halls of power, but in the sacred sanctuary of your inner world. The freedom to think independently, to voice your unfiltered truth, to stand unswayed by the tempests of conformity. When you choose growth over the sedation of comfort, when you speak your convictions, even as your voice trembles like a leaf in the wind, when you forge ahead on paths rugged and uncharted, you are embodying freedom in its purest form, inspiring others to shatter their own chains and step into their light. This inner liberty is the genesis of all external freedoms, the spark that fuels revolutions of the heart before they manifest in the world. It demands you release the anchors of outdated narratives, societal expectations, and self-imposed limitations. Let go of the wounds that weigh you down, the fears that fetter your flight, the regrets that replay like broken records. In this release, you discover not loss, but liberation, a soaring freedom where your past refines you without defining you, inspiring you to rise renewed, resilient, and ready to inspire the masses. To live free is to live empowered, to say no without apology to what dims your light, to walk away from toxicity with graceful resolve, to stand firm in your truths even when the crowd clamors for compromise. Knowing yourself grants you this sovereignty. When you understand your core, No external force can dictate your direction. You become unshakable, a lighthouse amid life's storms, guiding others through their tempests with your steady glow. Freedom's flame burns brightest in creation. Every innovation that revolutionized humanity, every revolution that reclaimed rights, every transformation that transcended tyranny was kindled by minds unchained, voices unmuted, souls unbound. The ancient Greeks didn't just debate freedom, they died defending it, knowing that a life without liberty is a canvas without color, a song without melody, a journey without joy. Yet, freedom is fragile, a delicate bloom that withers without watchful care. It can erode subtly, insidiously, a whisper of doubt here, a compromise for convenience there, until your world shrinks, your dreams dim, your voice vanishes. Guard it fiercely, not just from external oppressors, but from the internal tyrants of fear, doubt, and complacency. These are the chains we forge ourselves, heavier than any iron. This is your ultra-inspirational call to arms. Protect your freedom with the vigilance of a warrior, for it is the seed from which all goodness grows. In every arena, political, personal, spiritual, freedom empowers you to lead with light, love with authenticity, create with conviction. Without it, even the grandest victories ring hollow. The deepest joys feel fleeting. The brightest successes seem superficial. So, interrogate your own existence with heroic honesty. Are you living free, or merely following the flow? Are you voicing your truths, or silencing your soul for safety? Are you crafting a path that reflects your essence, or conforming to contours carved by others? Freedom isn't found in chaos. It's forged in conscious choice, in aligning your actions with your authentic self. You don't need permission to claim your freedom. You need the courage to seize it, the strength to own your narrative, to face the repercussions with resilience, to steer your ship through uncharted waters. In this bold embrace, you don't just exist, you explode into existence, inspiring others to break their bonds and join the symphony of liberated lives. Without freedom, nothing is truly good, for it is the canvas upon which all virtues are painted, the soil from which all greatness grows. Claim it, cherish it, champion it, and let your liberated life become the inspiration that awakens the world to its own infinite potential. Your freedom awaits. Seize it now and soar into the extraordinary destiny that calls your name.
If you felt inspired by our journey through the Hellenic horizons, give a thumbs up, subscribe, and share your thoughts below.